a great way of testing a potential offer before you do like, oh, I'm going to do an 8-week group, 3-month group, or even I'm going to put this out there as a one-to-one, service package or something. You might consider doing a 1 hour free webinar to see if lots of people sign up for it. Because it's 1 hour. You don't have to prepare a lot. In fact, I would encourage you to prepare less. Prepare less than you think you need. Prepare 20 minutes of content only for a 1 hour webinar, 20 to 30 minutes of content only, because you want to do Q&A with people who are there. And okay, you should do this. Prepare 20 minutes of content and then prepare 3 questions that you wish people would ask you about that content. And that way, if people don't ask you, you could say, one of the questions that I sometimes get, or one of the questions I think people should ask about this thing is blah, blah, blah. And with, you got to wait to say, hey, any questions now? The presentation itself is over, but I'm really open to doing Q&A and talking with you, having a discussion, maybe have a breakout group if there's enough people there to have them discuss a particular prompt that you give them, reflection prompt. But you wait for some time to see if people have questions. You wait for like at least half a minute to see, maybe you could look at the chat, see if something's going on. And if not, then you could say, well, one of the questions that I think people should ask is da da da, and here's my answer to that. And that'll probably take you 5 or 10 minutes to answer that question, right? And then people might have a question after that, right? It might, but if not, there's a second question you can bring up, and a third question you can bring up, and you can always end early. If really there are no questions and nobody wants to do anything, you could end early. You can give them, hey, you signed up for an hour and we got 15 minutes left to go, right? Then you get free time. Oh, people go, great. People would rather have you end early than to go overtime. I have plenty of experience with that. But before you even do the webinar, if lots of people signed up for the webinar, you can then start to go, wow, my webinar is a week away or 3 days away, and lots of people signed up for it. Maybe I should consider creating a follow-up program to this webinar. Let me quickly create an outline for an ongoing course. Like this one webinar will then be followed up with a 3-week course, 4-week course, whatever it may be. It could be followed up with a 3-week, 5-week group program, right? The proof is in the number of signups. Okay, now George, how many is a lot? I don't know. It depends on your audience size. For you, 25 people signing up could be a lot. I don't know. For you, I would say, I don't know, 10 people signing up is probably not that many, objectively speaking. But if you get into the 20 plus people signing up, for you, that could be a lot. For me, that would be very little. That would be like, oh my God, nobody wants this, right? If 30 people signed up for my webinar, I would think nobody wants it because of my audience size, right? But it's all relative. If 30 people, you might be thrilled and go, my God, I'm going to create a group that follows on with this, some kind of course or group or whatever. Could be a lower price thing, could be a higher price thing, probably a lower price. If it's a free webinar, the next step shouldn't be sign up for my $5,000 thing. Well, that could work. Who knows? Sign up for my $5,000 thing. One person signs up. That's all you need. But, it's like the follow-on could be, all right, the follow-on course is $75 for a 3-week course. Could be something like that, right? $50 for a 3-week course, 150 for a 3-week, 5-week course, whatever it may be. The pricing depends on the industry, depends on what your audience is used to. You might have some conversations to ask people, hey, what do you usually pay for a 3-week course, 5-week course? I'm really curious. What about on this topic? What might you pay? Talk to people in your audience, find out. So that's a really good way of testing it. Free webinar, notice how many people sign up, and within days, noticing, okay, my webinar is in 3 days. Is this a lot of people signed up thus far? Then maybe you should consider creating some follow-up offer and then talk about that follow-up offer at the last 5 minutes of your webinar. So that's great. If you prepare 20 minutes of content, you prepare 3 questions, you might have 15 minutes left to talk about your follow-up offer. Wonderful, right? And see if they have questions about it. So I hope this helps.